Hi, everybody. It's Chelsea with CLIPA. I know you guys were expecting the one and only Matt Hayden, but Matt Hayden is doing Matt Hayden things. He's in the field today helping out. So you have me here live with the one and only Zack Marker with Tinsel.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Zack, and we're just here to talk to you about some really awesome stuff that we have coming up for CLIPA Con. Zack, for those of you who don't, for everyone who doesn't know Zack yet, can you just give us a quick intro on who you are, what you do, and then, of course, what Tinsel is?
Yeah, absolutely. First off, thank you for having me. So my name is Zack Marker. I'm from the Philadelphia area. I've been doing Christmas lights since 2018. Christmas lighting, holiday lighting, landscape lighting, patio lighting, permanent lighting, all lighting, right? All the fun stuff. And about 5 years ago, I realized that there was a huge need in this market for a CRM, mainly just for myself. So I actually ventured out and found some developers, and we created what is now known as Tinsel CRM. We created it originally just for my own company to use. And within like a year, I think even at CLIPA Con, I've shown it to people and they were like, can we use this? So the following year at CLIPA Con, I think in Vegas, we actually launched to the public, and it's been going great ever since. So we help lighting companies eliminate the confusion of multiple tools with like kind of one all-in-one workflow.
Yeah, for sure, which is amazing. And I have, now that I've been with CLIPA since 2018 and seeing your journey, kind of like where your business has taken you. And then when you were first telling me about Tinsel, I'm like, this is amazing because there isn't any holiday specific CRM and obviously, or software, I should say. And it is when I'm using all of these different things to try to pump out one estimate or keep track of what's going on, it can be insane and super costly. So I just think it's cool too to be able to follow up when you did the first kind of intro when we're showing people and doing demos. I was like, this is amazing. And then last year when you came out to our training that we had in KOP, I was like, holy cow, like this is like next level,
Yeah,
even
totally
better.
different.
So it's amazing. I'm so proud of what you're doing. And
Thank you. Yeah, it's totally different now from what it was when we started 5 years ago. And that just comes from the feedback from all of our users. I like to have a lot of one-on-ones with our users, whether they like it or not, just to get their honest feedback. Like, hey, what's not working for you is more important than what is working for you. So that we can take that information, bring it back to my team, discuss how we can make it better. And that's kind of what we've been doing for the past 5 years, is just continually improving the process.
Yeah, no, I think that's amazing. I always say too, with our CLIPA members or anyone who's a part of CLIPA, I'm like, I always like to deliver a white glove service. And most of the time I say like, I'm a therapist when it comes to holiday lighting. So when there's someone like you who offers that like hand holding, hey, let me walk you through this, figure out what solutions we can come up with. And like, this is amazing. This is what our people need to be successful. Can you tell me a little bit kind of, if I'm brand new to Tinsel and I have no experience with your software, can you give me a few like major bullet points of how this can help me and my business?
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, kind of hinted at it a little bit earlier, we eliminate the confusion of using multiple tools and kind of bring it all into one, right? So we're not using QuickBooks and spreadsheets and this and that. We're bringing it all into one place. So you're going to be able to create proposals, use a mock-up tool right inside the program. You're going to be able to track your inventory, scheduling with multiple crews. Pretty soon, we're just getting ready to release calling and texting from within the CRM itself. So you can have a dedicated phone number and all of your client communication can be all in one place. So there's a lot going on inside of it, and that's just scratching the surface. I don't like to give it all away because then it overwhelms people and then they get scared to come talk to us. What I will say is that if you are interested or you need any help with any of those areas, just book a demo with us and, we'll see if we can help you out.
Yeah, for sure. And also anyone who's tuned in right now, if you're like, hey, I really want to get a demo, Zack and I are hosting a demo tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to spend an hour just doing a demo, asking questions. I'll post a link where you guys can sign up and register. It will be hosted on Zoom, but the more information, the better. This is also the perfect time of the year. I know for me, we're sitting back and looking at everything. And I'm like, okay, we're halfway through the year. We do all commercial here, but I'm like, fiscal budget turns over July 1 for most of our clients. It's about to get crazy. So we're talking Christmas in July. And a lot of times I have some people that will like call in October. They're like, I'm ready to get started with lights. And I'm like, holy cow, where have you been?
Yeah, you're late.
It's crazy in October, you know? So now's the time to prepare. If you're integrating any new software, implementing anything new in your company, do it now. So you're ready to rock and roll. When you're doing those Christmas and July campaigns, it would be perfect to just roll that out with Tinsel and be ready to market, attack, and follow up with those clients.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to need some time, right? Whether you have 10 clients or 1,000 clients, you're going to need some time, one, to learn the system, two, to get all of your clients in there and get everything prepared, right? It's just like anything else. If you just jump in at the last minute, you're kind of screwing yourself. You need to hunker down, put a little bit of time into it. And we do have, you mentioned some white glove service. We do have a white glove service where we help you onboard, help walk you through that entire process if that's something you're interested in. But don't wait until August, September, October to try and get onto Tinsel and expect it to be ready and be a pro at it by Christmas season. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was just going to ask that too. Like, oh, do you have an onboarding experience? But that's exactly right. Don't wait until, and a lot of us, I think too, now we've all realized like, it's not just about the holiday season. We're all extending lighting throughout the year. So we should always be working on that business and making sure we're maintaining those clients and of course, staying top of mind. And the first way to do that, I love how you're saying you're going to integrate like texting and calling within the software, because texting is where it's at right now. Like that's where it's so much easier too. If you're confirming appointments, hey, we're going to be out there, whatever you're doing. Hey, you have an open invoice. Hey, pay your deposit. Those little touches make it so much easier when we're like out there just trying to sell and get jobs done. So
yeah, so I'm glad you actually mentioned that. A lot of us aren't just doing holiday lighting. Tinsel was designed specifically for holiday lighting, but we have changed a few minor things to make it work really well with all of the other lighting, right? Because like I said before, I do all the other lighting, landscape lighting, permanent roofline lighting. There was a few key changes we made, very, very tiny changes in the software to make it work for all different types of lighting. So don't think that if, you just do holiday lights, or if you're doing all the other lighting that you need to go to another CRM for that. It works all just as well inside of Tinsel.
Yeah, even better. And then you guys, so I can collect payments too. If I was out sending deposits, it's all in there. That's amazing.
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
So much easier.
And what's cool about the way we have payments set up is you can pass the fee on to the client if you want, or you can pay the fee yourself. And that's legal in all 50 states, depending on how you do it. But I don't see a lot of people say, oh, we can't do that in my state. Technically you can, you just have to know how to do it. And that's how we've set it up. Yeah,
that's amazing. Well, I'm really excited for tomorrow's webinar so we can really dive into this stuff. As we know, CLIPA Con will be in Nashville, August 19th and 20th at the Gaylord Opryland in Nashville.
I'm excited.
It's going to be an amazing event. We have a lot of stuff that's going to be lined up for everyone. Of course, you can, we have the webinar tomorrow that'll be hosted on Zoom, and you can book a private demo with Zack, or you can meet Zack in person and he will give you a demo on site. One thing I love about Zack is that I can find Zack. I could see him in a hallway, like talking about Tinsel and like giving people information wherever you are, which is amazing. To me, that's where like, I think the magic happens at CLIPA Con is it's like not maybe so much at the networking event or at the conference itself. It's like those side conversations when you're out with somebody and you can naturally talk about that stuff, because I know too, it can be really intimidating if there's a classroom or there's a large group to be like, I have a question, where that one-on-one time is like the best part about CLIPA Con. And I always appreciate you going the extra mile to be helpful to people and really extending that service. And Brian Scott too, he said, I met Zack recently and signed up. He's been so helpful and I can see how beneficial this is going to be.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah. But Chelsea, to your point, I think you're 100% right. One, I can talk about Tinsel to anybody just because I love it and I love helping people. So if you do see me at any of these events, don't feel afraid to come talk to me. But two, that's where the magic does happen, in the hallway, outside of the classroom, not even on like the show floor, not even at the networking events. It's like the in passing conversations. And I feel like that's where like the magic really happens. Yeah, for sure. Yes. I'm so excited. This year is going to be better than ever. We have a bunch of jam-packed stuff.
We're including permanent lighting. If you're looking to get, there's going to be some landscape lighting information, commercial sales and marketing, you name it. We're going over a little bit of everything. The idea is that we're going to give everyone actionable items, whether you're a business owner or you're a crew leader and you're coming. This is the event to be at if you're looking to say, hey, I'm ready to take this to the next level in 2025. This is it. As we know, kind of in just the space, like everything is changing, right? And when we see these ups and downs with our economy, one thing that we've seen with lights is that it's pretty stable and that Christmas happens no matter what. So that's when you go full force, make that last quarter of the year really worth it, and start diving into that stuff now. We're going to be doing some awesome stuff, some more promotions. Stay tuned in. Make sure that you join our event so that way you guys can follow any updates. You can connect with Zack too. Zack has a Facebook. We'll make sure he's tagged in everything. You can DM him. I DM Zack. I text Zack. I always message him. So make sure that you bother him too.
Yeah, my wife's always like, who is this Chelsea person in your DMs?
No, I know. And today I'm Matt Hayden. So I'm like, okay, we're everywhere. Just trying to do whatever we can. So
yeah, I told my wife I have an interview with Matt. When she sees it, she's going to be like, there's Chelsea again. Are you kidding me? You lied to me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I laugh sometimes because people think that Matt and I are married. And I'm like, oh, to grandpa? No way. No way. No way. But it's like, I'm just the work wife. That's what Brooke says, his real wife. So
that's funny.
Yeah, fun stuff. So, well, thank you for hopping on today, Zack. We will plug the webinar. See you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to do the full demo, ask all of the questions, get familiar with the software, and try Tinsel out. Now is the time. And then you can do that follow-up when you're at CLIPA Con. Really enjoy that experience. Share with Zack what's working. Make those suggestions if you have any of them. I do have one last nugget if you could leave everyone with. For people that do have Tinsel right now, what are some fun things that you think you're going to be adding or upgrading? Are you willing to give that information out right now?
Yeah. So the biggest one this year is definitely going to be the SMS phone system. We are working on a few things behind the scenes. Timelines are a little iffy, so I don't want to promise anything just yet, but I will say stay tuned. Follow us on Facebook. That's where we put a lot of our releases out. And if you are a current user, you'll be getting the emails letting you know what's coming and what's being released.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and one last thing, everyone who's attending CLIPA Con, if you would like to stay for the huge convention, which is happening at the Gaylord directly after CLIPA Con, that will be August 21st through the 23rd. You guys get a ticket for $100. I have a coupon code if you're attending CLIPA Con, so let me know. A lot of fun stuff. We are just going to make double the impact at the same location. Try to give you guys as much information that you can. Keep in mind, huge convention is not just for pressure washing and window cleaning. It's for anyone who owns a service-related business. So that's the place to be at if you're looking for any more information too. But we can't wait to see you guys in Nashville in August. Again, thank you so much for meeting with us, Zack, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.